anti-tank targets and the American-made M40 anti-tank rifle. Although not a rocket launcher like the RPG variants, this rifle uses ammunition with sufficient penetration capabilities to combat armored vehicles. Now let's explore their collection of anti-tank missiles, starting from the Tufan with its variants up to 7 types. Then there are Sagi-12, Quayan, Dilavi, Rod, 9K-111 Faggot, 9M-113 Conquerors, Tausan-1, 9K-115-2, Midas M. The main battle tanks of Nazaja include the Karar, a domestically developed Iranian main battle tank that stands as a new generation tank, boasting capabilities comparable to other modern main battle tanks. Then there's the T-72S, a version of the Soviet T-72 main battle tank, which has been modified and utilized by the Iranian army. Additionally, there's the T-72 Raksh, another modified version of the T-72 used by Iran. Furthermore, the Zulfikar MBT-1, 2, 3 family of Iranian-made main battle tanks have undergone several developmental iterations. Also in their arsenal is the T-72 Safir 74, a modification of the Soviet T-72 main battle tank. The British-made Chieftain tank and its variant named Oberez, and lastly the M60A1 Samsung, a modified version of the M60A1 Patton tank, are also part of their formidable lineup. Next we have light tanks such as the Tosin, often considered a light tank with commendable mobility. It can be utilized for various roles, including reconnaissance and light infantry support, and the British-made FB-101 Scorpion. Although more accurately described as a combat vehicle rather than a tank, the Scorpion is a versatile vehicle with reconnaissance and light attack capabilities. Both vehicles demonstrate a crucial role in supporting lighter, high-mobility defense needs and military operations across diverse terrains. Now let's transition to looking at Armored Personnel Carriers, or APCs, which are armored combat vehicles designed to transport infantry troops on the battlefield. The Iranian army possesses the Iranian-made Boran, whose design and technology were adopted from the American M113 armored combat vehicle. Then there's the OT-62 Topaz, made in Poland and Czechoslovakia, first developed in the 1960s. Lastly, there's the American-made M113A1/M577. The M577 is a variant of the M113 designed as a command and control vehicle. The M113 is one of the most produced amphibious armored combat vehicles in the world and has been adopted by numerous countries globally. Not to be left out is their collection of wheeled armored personnel carriers, which includes the Raksh and Haidar. For amphibious vehicles, they have the Makran IFV, and for infantry fighting vehicles, they have the BMP-2. Their AFVs include the M113 1-2C and R Lynx. The Iranian army, Iran, also operates anti-tank missile carriers, such as Piruz, E-9 Escabel, E-11 Uru-2, and Rat-Tufan, and Ra'ad. These vehicles serve to transport, launch, and support anti-tank missile operations to destroy or damage enemy armored vehicles, such as tanks. Moreover, the Iranian army is equipped with various assault helicopters like the Hessa Shahid 285, IIO Tufan, and Kanha 2091. They also utilize military transport utility helicopters such as the Hessa Shahed 274, Hessa Shahed 278, Mi-17, Augusta Bell 206, Bell UH-1 and Twin Huey, and Boeing CH-47 Chinook. Additionally, they have transport aircraft like the French-made Dassault Falcon 20, Dutch-made Fokker F-27, Friendship, an American-made Aero Commander, and Cessna 185. Shifting our focus to their extensive artillery collection, they have a wide range, from the 37mm March mortar HM-12 up to HM-16 Grazin mortar to Waffe mortar. They also have multiple rocket launcher systems like Fajr 1 through Fajr 5, Shahin 1 and 2, BN-21 Grad, and BN-27 Oregon. Their self-propelled artillery includes Rod 1, 2S1 Kostka, Rod 2 M109A, M1978, M107, and M110. And their towed artillery includes M101A1, 2A18M, 122 MMD-74 Type 60 field gun, 122 HM-40 Type 54, and 9 other types. For anti-ship missiles, they utilize Greenwich FARS, Chi-2 Silkworm, Nassar-1, Nor, and 6 other types. And for ballistic missiles, they have Tondar-69, Ogab, Nazeat, Zelzal, and Fateh 110. Before we conclude, I'd also like to showcase various collections of short, medium, long-range, and portable air defense systems owned by the newly formed Iranian Air Defense Force. This unit is distinct from the Iranian Air Force. For their air defense artillery systems, they have Zu-23-2, Samavat, Sa'ir, Mesbah-1, ZSU-23-4 Shilka, and ZSU-57-2. Then, for their short-range air defense missile systems, they possess Rapier, Hertz-9, Core Missile System, and Yazara-3. For medium-range air defense missile systems, they are equipped with Min-23 Hawk, 2 K-12 Cub, Mersad, Cayman-2, Rod 1, 2, and AMP, Khordad-3. And for long-range air defense missile systems, they have Sayad-2, Khordad-15 air defense system, S-200 Fajr-8 and S-200 Gara, S-300 missile system, S-300 PMU-2 system, and Bavar 373 system. Lastly, they also have portable air defense systems like Misak-2, Misak-3, and King.
The Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, or IRGC, was established in 1979, a few months after the Islamic Revolution in Iran successfully overthrew the government of Shah Mohammad Reza Pahlavi. The primary goal behind the formation of the IRGC was to safeguard the ideology of the Islamic Revolution and the new regime led by Ayatollah Ruhollah Khomeini. This force was intended to supplant Iran's conventional military, perceived as loyal to the old regime. Initially, the IRGC was tasked with protecting the revolution from counter-revolutionary elements. They subsequently engaged in guerrilla warfare against foreign and pro-Shah forces during the Iran-Iraq War from 1980 to 1988. They later got involved in the ongoing Syrian civil war that began in 2011. Over the years, the IRGC underwent modernization and expanded its role. They honed their military capabilities and embraced modern technology. Beyond military duties, the IRGC has also been involved in various economic sectors, ranging from oil and gas projects to construction and telecommunications, amounting to billions of dollars. This includes involvement in defense business and industries. Their economic might is not their only strength. They also wield significant political power, with many members of President Ibrahim Raisi's cabinet being former IRGC officers. The organizational structure of the IRGC is intricate. The supreme leader of Iran, currently Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, is the highest-ranking commander of the IRGC. The Corps comprises several divisions, including the IRGC Ground Forces, the IRGC Aerospace Force, the IRGC Navy, the Elite Quds Force, and the Basij Militia. The Quds Force is a specialized unit responsible for conducting covert and foreign operations in the interest of Iran. This force is notably involved in various wars, such as the Soviet-Afghan War, the 1982 Lebanon War, the Bosnia War from 1992 to 1995, the South Lebanon conflict between 1985 and 2000, the Battle of Herat in 2001, the Balochistan conflict, the 2014 Northern Iraq Offensive, the Iran PJAK conflict starting from 2004, and the military intervention against ISIS. The Quds Force is a specialized unit responsible for conducting covert and foreign operations on behalf of Iran. This force is renowned for its involvement in several wars, including the Soviet-Afghan War, the 1982 Lebanon War, the 1992 to 1995 Bosnia War, the South Lebanon conflict from 1985 to 2000, the 2001 Battle of Herat, the Balakistan conflict, the 2014 Northern Iraq offensive, the ongoing Iran-Piyat conflict since 2004, and military intervention against ISIS. The primary role of the Quds Force is to support Iran's allies worldwide and to advance and protect Iran's ideological agenda on the international stage. Their operations span covert activities, military aid, training, and logistics for groups that align with Iranian interests, mainly in the Middle East, including countries like Lebanon, Iraq, and Yemen. Significantly, they played a pivotal role in establishing Hezbollah in Lebanon in 1982. Furthermore, they oversee the Basij Division, which mobilizes civilian volunteers or a voluntary paramilitary force loyal to the religious establishment. This force is often called upon to suppress anti-government protests. During the 1980s war, this Basij Division launched human wave attacks against Iraqi forces. While officially recorded at 60,000 personnel, many analysts believe the number of active Basij volunteers might exceed 1 million. Currently, the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, IRGC, holds a central role in Iran's foreign policy and security affairs. They support Iran's allied groups in the Middle East, particularly in Syria, Lebanon, and Iraq. Additionally, they are instrumental in missile technology development and are a potent force in Iran's domestic politics. As of 2022, data suggests the IRGC trains at least 210,000 active military personnel annually, with an additional paramilitary force of 60,000. For their defense budget, the last known figure from 2020 was 96 billion US dollars, considerably higher than the military budget of the Islamic Republic of Iran Army, which was only 5.5 billion US dollars. As for the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps' ground forces, they have 150,000 personnel. However, the weapons they use are combined with those used by the National Army of Iran, with a total asset of 69,685 vehicles. This includes 4,071 tanks, 580 self-propelled artillery, 2,050 towed artillery, and 1,085 rocket artillery units. From 1925 to the Iranian Revolution in 1979, the primary suppliers of their weaponry included countries like the United States, the United Kingdom, France, West Germany, Italy, Israel, and the Soviet Union. Shifting our focus to the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps' Navy, it's estimated to have over 20,000 naval personnel. Their primary warship is the domestically built Shahid Soleimani-class missile corvette, a relatively new addition that first became operational on September 5, 2022. For fast attack vessels, they utilize an array of ships sourced from China, including the Shahid Madabi, Shahid Khord, Shahid Shafiei, Shahid Tabasoli, Shahid Hojatzadeh, Shahid Dara, Shahid Absalom, Shahid Raisi, Shahid Golzam, and Shahid Sorabi classes. Also, they have an Iranian-made vessel named Shahid Ruhi, which is also a recent addition. They also operate amphibious ships designed for naval operations and troop landings along coastlines. These ships include the Hijaz and Karbala, made in the Netherlands, and the Farsi, Zardash, and Saab Sahel, manufactured in South Korea. In terms of transport ships, they employ the Nasser 111, Nasser 112, Nasser 113, and Shahid Siavashi. Interestingly, Iran also possesses a category of special ships known as the high-aspect ratio twin-hull vessel, like the Shahid Nazari. This kind of ship has two long and narrow hulls, creating a high aspect ratio between the ship's length and width. Because of its high aspect ratio, the vessel has two relatively slim hulls with a large length-to-width ratio. This high aspect ratio allows the ship to sail stably in rough waters such as...
Oh, is een nieuwe halen. Wauw. Er is een nieuwe halen.
Wat denken jullie? Dat hebben we echt al 1000 keer gedaan. Ja, ik weet het niet, André.
Wacht even. Steenwoord. Ruimte. Wat als voor ruimte van gaan trekken? Rond de arena springen op kiddieballen. Terwijl we confetti glitters uit onze nazenvuisten schieten.
Dus wat
Die ballennummer aller tijden
ik ben niet al.
Ik heb advies nodig van één leider tot de andere.
Een goede leider vindt zelfs een rol voor het meest vreemde deel van zijn team, meneer Toriki.
Ja hoor.
Staat is zo nou.
Klote aan.
Met die veranderd in de standbeelden.
De show die je naschoolse club opvoert, moet het teamgeest van de raceschool reflecteren.
Dat is het. Daar heeft zoveel teamgeest dat er iets deed wat hij mij aanvoert. Bedankt, zo slecht voor. Sorry.
Goed nieuws, team. André heeft me toch wat goed
Ja, zijn we.
En is dat een probos? En mascotten zijn er heel veel verantwoordelijkheden, zoals...
Jurgen.